Hello and welcome dear viewers to the another topic on nitrosamine impurities, and in this video we are going to learn about the risk factors for nitrosamine and NDSRI impurities. NDSRIs are nothing but these are the nitrosamine impurities which are similar with the structure of API or the drug substance. That's why these are known as nitrosamine drug substance related impurities. So nitrosamine is a topic of great concern nowadays. So we have to understand what are the risk factors responsible for nitrosamine formation and the NDSRI's formation. So as I have mentioned in many of the videos, the required factors or requirements or the prerequisites for nitrosamine and NDSRI formation are acidic pH, high temperature, presence of the nitrosable amine groups, and the nitrosetting agents. So these are the factors. See, the nitrosetting agents may be present in the APIs or drug substance, raw materials, excipients, water, and the packaging materials. Or these nitrosetting agents can get contaminated through the cross contamination. Then nitrosable amine presence. These are the secondary and tertiary amines groups. These may be present in the APIs or excipients and as the impurities in the composition. Another requirement is acidic pH or acidic condition and the high temperatures. So if these factors are present, then there are higher chances of the nitrosamine and NDSRI's formation. So one by one we will go through the risk factors. First is drug substance. So drug substance manufacturing process related risk factors are amine sources in the API manufacturing. If you use the solvents containing amines or amine bases in the API manufacturing, then that becomes the risk factor. Then inadequate removal of the nitrosamine during API synthesis and the purification. If the purification is not much effective for nitrosamine removal, then drug substance will carry the nitrosetting agents or nitrosamine impurities. Use of the azides and the sodium nitrite in API synthesis may become a source for the nitrosetting agent in the drug substances. Then if you consider the manufacturing process for drug substance, the acidic pH and the high temperatures in the manufacturing process may lead to nitrosamine formation. So these are regarding the drug substance manufacturing process. Now coming to the drug product components or drug product composition. In this amine moiety, that means the secondary or tertiary amines which are more prone to the nitrosamine formation, if these are present in the active substance, may lead to formation of the NDSRIs. Then the drug degradation may also lead to NDSRI formation and the nitrosamine formation. Raw materials and excipients containing nitrosable amines and nitrite impurities may act as a risk factors for the NDSRIs and nitrosamine impurity formation. Similarly, contaminants in the raw materials, excipients, and the processing aids like water and solvents may have the risk. Then also consider the risk associated with the molecular structure of the drug substance. And if the drug substance is HCl salt, then that HCl salt will lead to the formation or lead to the possibility of acidic pH, and that acidic pH will have a risk. Then the impurities in the raw materials other than nitrite impurities like nitrates, aldehydes like formaldehyde, acetaldehyde and the peroxides. These impurities have great risk for the nitrosamine formation. If you consider the nitrates and nitrites, these are present into the excipients like microcrystalline cellulose, cross carmelose, then aldehydes and formaldehyde. These are the impurities present in the excipients like starch, and peroxides are the impurities other than the nitrite impurities which are present into the excipients like povidone and cross povidones. So these are present in povidone, like povidones are used as a binders, and cross povidones, these are used as the disintegrants. So these aldehyde impurities, formaldehyde impurities, acetaldehyde impurities and peroxide impurities are other than the nitrite impurities which may increase or catalyze the nitrosamine formation. So you can select the excipients which are containing the low levels of these impurities, or you can have a process to decrease the content of these impurities. Then coming to the manufacturing process. So if you consider the solid formulations like tablet, capsules or granules, then manufacturing process which involve the water or solvents will give rise to higher impurity formation than the processes which don't involve the wet conditions. For example, the dry granulation or roller compaction method of the granulation does not involve or does not use the solvents. So manufacturing processes involving water or solvents are more sensitive or more risky for the nitrosamine formation. Use of water in the process, as it may dissolve the components and increase the contact of the raw materials like API, and it leads to the homogeneous mixing of components and the impurities as well. See, this is very generalized condition that if you use water or any solvent, that will solubilize some of the components, whether it is API, whether it is excipient. So it will dissolve it, it will solubilize it, it may change the surface morphology, it may change the crystallinity, and that's why it will lead to risk for the nitrosamine formation. The solvents like water or hydroalcoholic solvents may dissolve the nitrite impurities, and these nitrite impurities because of these solvents get mixed homogeneously, and that's why it may increase the chance of nitrosamine formation. Increase in the reaction of nitrites and amine groups of the APIs. See, if you dissolve the API in water or solvent and then you use it for the processing, then there are higher chances for the formation of nitrosamine impurities. As the solvent may dissolve the API and any component of the soluble component of the formulation, and it may lead to formation of amorphous form of API and solubilization, and that process will increase the risk for nitrosamine formation. Then coming to the differentiating between the different processes. So if water is used in the presence of acidic condition and drug with HCl salt in the process, then it will give a more susceptible condition for nitrosamine and the NDSRI formation. Then comparing between the manufacturing processes, dry blending like direct compression or blending and filling in capsule, then roller compaction, these are having low risk for the nitrosamine formation as per the available literature and the understanding, while wet granulation is at higher risk. Formation of amorphous states like in solid dispersion technology, that also is at a higher risk, because solid dispersion is prepared through hot melt extrusion or spray drying, and all these solid dispersion techniques use the solvents or high temperatures. Like high temperature is used in HME, and solvents and drying is used in solid dispersion formation by spray drying. So these processes are at higher risk. Then another risk factor is in storage and stability, and during the shelf life of the formulation. Storage of the formulation or excipient or drug substance at higher risk, at high humidity and high temperature will give you the risk. If water or moisture is uptake by the formulation, and if there is increase in the water content or moisture content, then that higher amount of water into the formulation will be responsible for the nitrosamine formation through degradation or through the nitrite impurities interaction. Increase in water content of the formulation or material may increase the nitrosamine formation. Then another reason is degradation during the storage and the shelf life. So degradation of the API may lead to nitrosamine formation. Then nitrosamine may also get introduced during packaging process or from the packaging materials. So this is regarding the risk factors, and if we know the risk factors for the nitrosamine formation, then we can save our formulation from nitrosamine impurity generation. So this is the short video on risk factors for nitrosamine and NDSRI impurities. Risk factors, if you understand, then you can think how to minimize or mitigate the risk for nitrosamine and NDSRI impurities formation. NDSRI impurities and nitrosamine impurities are of great concern, as these impurities have the potential for tumor formation. These have potential of cytotoxic and genotoxic, and these have potential to mutate the DNA, and these are carcinogenic in nature. That's why these impurities have very stringent limits. So always have good understanding about the nitrosamine and NDSRI impurities. Many videos I have prepared on nitrosamine impurities. If you go through the videos, you will get complete understanding. Nitrosamine related questions are generally asked into the interviews, and it is a very important topic in the today's pharma world. So I hope you might have got good understanding out of this video. Keep watching, keep learning. Kindly do like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching the video.